Oh, hey everyone. This is an update video on my Philodendron Golden Crocodile. It's been a couple of years now. Well, I'll get the exact date. But look at this freaking plant. So I'm going to do an update on my experiences of growing this Philodendron Golden Crocodile. So stay tuned and check me out. Hey everyone, this is an update on my Philodendron Golden Crocodile. If you like really bright colored, oh wait, hold on a second. That's better. I mean, if you like really bright colored philodendrons, then this might be the video for you. So stay tuned. This is my Philodendron Golden Crocodile, and I just checked. I have had this guy since May of 2024. So it's March of 2026 now. So it is coming up on 2 whole years that I've had this plant. And here, let's take a closer look at it. Look at that new leaf that's coming out. And for since the fall, every leaf that it's new put out, every new leaf has come with a new inflorescence. So that's a new caterpillar. This is the latest leaf. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that freaking amazing? The color on this plant, it just you might be able to tell I kind of like this color. It's a it's a lovely color. Um, but yes, this plant, back to this plant. Um, Again, I got this plant in May of 2024, and it actually is the plant that kind of started off my collecting of philodendrons. This plant right here is responsible for that. And I just am amazed at how much it has grown, and wow, and how much I have grown in terms of my collection of philodendrons and my knowledge and houseplants in general. And it all got kicked off with this guy right here. And like I said, this plant, I brought it in last fall and it never stopped growing. It has essentially put on, let's see if I can count them. This is the newest leaf, that one, then those. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you're five. So 5 leaves, 5 or 6 leaves this plant has put on since I brought it inside from last fall. And that's pretty amazing. It's sat over there in that spot pretty much well, not the whole time. I kind of had it over there for a little while. But it's been over here and it loves it over here. It gets that this is a northern exposure. So it gets that long arc of light from the rising in the east and setting in the west, but it's not direct sun. And it's a little shady on the back part of the house, especially in this part where the plant sits. Well, not shady, it just gets an overhang from the roof line, the ridge of the roof. But yeah, I digress. Back to the plant. It seems to love that spot, and it has just shown out leaf after leaf after leaf. It's just incredible. Now, at the same token, I've had this plant for a while, and picking up from the fall, this plant got a little let's see, heat damage. I up potted it, transferred it to leca. It put on some leaves, and then right when I got ready to bring it in, it kind of fizzled out. You see this leaf right here was the last leaf that it was putting out when I was getting ready to bring it in the house in the fall. And so in all of that time, it did nothing, actually. So what what ended up happening just a couple of weeks ago, um, I've noticed over the winter, it's been really challenging for me to maintain higher humidity levels. I had a humidifier going for a while, and then it just went kaput and started leaking all over my wood countertop. Yeah. Uh, Again, I digress. But um, it was really hard to keep the humidity up in here. And so, some of the plants have suffered a bit. But I noticed on some of my other sawtooth philodendrons that some of these plants in the winter, this caterpillar, and I'll zoom in, come in a little closer here, it will dry out and get hard. And what happens is that the leaf inside of there might not be able to force its way out, and it will die inside of that caterpillar and start to disintegrate. So what I've noticed a pattern there, the caterpillar will tend to get kind of rubbery and hard. And so what I've started doing, and I've done it on several of these plants now, is that I peel that outer layer of the caterpillar off and expose that leaf. And so I did that, and inside there was a tiny little leaf. And so this was that leaf. I pulled it out and extracted it from the caterpillar. It got a little bit larger. It's still hardening off, but you can see all the little damage and stuff on it. But right after that, as soon as that happened, it put out a new caterpillar, and there is already a new leaf extending out of that caterpillar. So it might have just happened to coincide with, springing, but this same thing happened on several of my philodendrons of this type. My Choco Empress over there in the fall, it's got a new leaf coming out right now, and that's actually the first leaf since I brought it in, because what happened when I was placing it in that corner over there, the plant tipped over and I went to catch it, and my hand snapped off the entire caterpillar, and I was like, oh my God. I was mortified. But luckily, it started growing a new caterpillar. Caterpillar came out, and once I opened it, that old piece of leaf that had been snapped off was still there. And once that got out of the way, the plant almost immediately started putting out a new caterpillar and a new leaf. And so I don't know if, it's the freeing that or ridding that plant of that decaying leaf that's sealed inside that caterpillar, kind of, in my observation, speeds up the recovery, and the plant can start moving on to the next leaf instead of trying to deal with that decay and that rot that's happening of that old leaf that was not able to make it out of the caterpillar. And so this plant, since then, this leaf is still hardening off. It got larger, and that leaf is already well past the caterpillar. So I'm looking excited for the future for this plant, and it's spring. Some of these plants I'm not going to take back outside for the over the summer. I've got a bunch of plants in here, and I'm running out of space. So a lot of them will go outside. Some of them are going to go to other locations. But I'm still really excited. So these plants, both of them have been growing in leca. This one I took the nutrients out so I could do my little, bouncy thing. But yes, they've been growing in leca, and they seem to love it. This plant especially. Again, this one struggled, but it seems to be well on its road to recovery, I hope. But this one never missed a beat. Never missed a beat. And last year, outside, the plant, as it was getting taller, before this current cocoa core pole, it had a smaller pole, and I had it on the front porch, and the wind came up and blew it over, and it fell over and broke a bunch of leaves. I was, again, mortified. But it survived, and some of the leaves, I put little splints on them, and they recovered. There's still this one right here. There's that that kink in the leaf right there, I had a little splint on here with like these plant strips and a piece of support stick, and it healed. It righted itself. So I was pretty excited about that. My philodendron origin story plant right here. So it is glorious. Yes. Well, I'm going to put some other footage of this plant and its progression. So stick around, take a look at that. And if you like to see more content like this, please like and subscribe. Again, I'm PlantRob, and this has been an update on my Philodendron Golden Crocodile. And, you know, I have to say, this plant and the videos that I do about this plant are some of the most watched videos on my channel. So lots of people definitely are interested in this plant. And I hope that I was able to answer some of your questions and give you a look at what your plant might look like in almost 2 years. So again, I'm PlantRob. Thanks for watching, and leave me some comments in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps my channel out. Thanks. Have a good one. Making a little video of what my plants look like before I leave. This leaf is almost completely unfurled. There's a new leaf. Golden crocodile or golden serratum or variegated jungle boogie, whatever you want to call it. It is gorgeous. It is large now and continuing to pump out new leaves. This one came out while I was out of town. It's still unfurling and hardening up, so it will still get larger. This was the last leaf that also came out while I was out of town, but you know, I'd seen it previously. But this is my golden crocodile, and so everyone, I want to do a up close look at my Philodendron Golden Crocodile. It is in flower. It's got some efflorescence. That is these little pods here. The top part is I think the female part, and the lower part is the male, or I might have it vice versa, but I just wanted to give you a closer look at this plant. It's the first philodendron that I had, that I bought, that kind of kick-started this whole journey that I've been on with these philodendrons and monsteras, and now epiprimnum pinnatums.